Anna, it's such an honor to talk to you about your film in exhibiting here in São Paulo. I already seen your film, and I want to talk about the characters. How to find adults, a young actor, because you need some people, some different people to be in the film. How this process?
So, so in Palimpsest, we had people who portrayed people from two characters from 80 to kind of 60 to 40 to 20 and even younger, the other character. So there was two actors that were the man and four of the woman. And what we started with both of them is that we picked one actor for one time period, and then we tried to get the other cast members. I had amazing casting director Minna Sorvoja, and we really tried to find people who not only look alike but had kind of similar vibe, similar kind of physicality, similar kind of, could you say, a good like kind of portray the same kind of mentality and their acting. And of course, like, it was amazing because the actors gave me the kind of like the trust to guide them to create these two people.
And the idea to make this kind of film, because we're talking when you start seeing the film, you see, okay, there's girl get young, it's okay, but you think, okay, there's a little bit more than that. The idea to make this film, where it's coming from?
So I used to be a medical geneticist. I did my PhD in medical genetics, and I studied that, and I did research on that. And then I started doing like little horror films and got into directing and went to film school. So I think this movie kind of comes from my background, where there is research that is happening, and what I started to think about is, what if this really works? What if there would be a cure or something that makes you grow younger, and what would happen to you if you're the first person in the world who would grow young? Like, what kind of, because I think the problem would be not really the physical changes, but it was kind of like your mentality and how the world kind of perceives you.
And in the movie, so I'm gonna ask about the end. The ending is like that, always be like that, or change when you're gonna recording, when you're gonna. Oh, no, the ending is this one. Since day one, the end is this, or not.
And I think it has always been like that, because I set out to do a film about two people who go into this trial. They have different kind of problems and different kind of solutions into it. And one of them kind of finds their way, and one of them doesn't find a new beginning and has a hard time with it. And then it's a little bit of like a love story between these two people kind of coming together, doing different things, coming together. It's like a little bit of like a situationship, if you think about it as a relationship. But the ending was always there, the ending solution in a way that which is kind of like a drastic solution to the fact that you want to forget.
Thank you, Hannah, for your time. I'm going to my last question. The love story. You start with a love story and they disappears. And you have another love story, more like brother, like this. How this idea come from? You start with a love story and then change the love stories during the film.
I think in a way I was inspired by this. Relationship these days are really hard because people have all these different things, and people, even though you would love somebody, they might want to do something else, move to the other country or everything. So it's kind of a little bit like a situationship. Like, are you together? Are you not together? And that's how the relationship came about. That it's more of a friendship. It's two people who go through this drastic thing. They experience it. They're the only people who can kind of relate to each other. So that brings them always together. but and in a way there is romantic love, but then there's more like caring to the other person, more like familiar love. And it's like how when you have two people who have kind of different ways to who have a different kind of flavor of love to the other person, and that was also something I wanted to explore with this film.
Thank you, Hannah, for the time, and congratulations for the movie. I hope you'll see it another time in another way, in another movie, maybe. Hmm?
Yeah, thank you so much for this interview, and I would love to see you maybe in the with the next film that is going to be in Sao Paulo.
Thank you, Hannah. Good day.
Thank